Well, because there's really not there's
not a whole lot of nuance in it.
Well, no, I think because we're both on the same page. I think had you taken an opposing position,
I wanted to.
You were trying to, but I don't think there is one that you can.
I think our market dictates that this.
But again, unless you have the extenuating circumstance of a divorce or something like that, you're a famous person and you don't want people to know. Because guess what? The sale information is public information anyhow.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like
they're going to know after the fact.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
going to know after the fact. It's not like people aren't going to know. I mean, again, I still think it goes back to the thing of I don't want people in my house. I'm going through a divorce. I think those type of things that are more advantageous. Again, that's not here because we're a secondary market and people want to see the property and touch it. But other than that specific reason, I don't know another reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot out there, or a whole lot of outside of just wanting privacy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it. Again, I would be. I'm sure nobody's going to reach out to us, but I'd be curious for somebody to have an actual opposing view on this, because I would like to, I would like a legit reason or how and an explanation that they know they got the best deal for their client, or that they explain to their client that potentially they're going to get less for the property.
This guy said, Michael Lisek says, NAR wants more and more people to pay them dues. So they encourage the proliferation of unqualified neophytes to take on the title of realtor.
Look, I don't disagree that NAR wants more membership.
If the issue is only fair housing compliance, then that makes sense. But these things don't exist in a vacuum. Except that's.
But he's making the argument for you. I mean, we should probably have talked about. You should probably have read that.
I don't want to pick the.
Pick it up. I think it's always good to pull something. Because here's the thing. To his point, he's arguing our point for us.
This is one thing that I don't agree with. Reffkin, I think this guy is let's see. Okay, yeah, Robert Reffkin is the CEO of Compass.
Yep.
Brokers and agents should have the option to decide how and where to market their properties without being forced to list them on the MLS.
Yeah, that's good.
It shouldn't be up to
No, it should be up to the seller.
Yeah.
The agent should be making that decision. It should be a straight up seller decision.
His critique aligns with Compass's business model. Again,
business model,
which leverages private listings as a competitive edge.
That's correct.
I just don't see how that's a competitive edge.
It's not for the seller. It's for them. It's for greed. It's for them wholeheartedly. And that's my point. I mean, if you actually if you skin it down to the bones, it's about the money every single time. With the one guy arguing against clear cooperation, he's arguing that NAR wants more agents for more dues. Yes and no. NAR wants more agents,
amazing,
right? But agents come and go because of simply the market. When we're in a good, robust market, we have more agents. When we're in a crappy market, we have less agents. There's only a handful of us that survive the ebb and flow of it. That's a stupid argument, and it only bolsters the argument that he's incorrect and dumb. Seriously. No, I'm
turn the camera back on.
Right, I'm over people trying to argue money when they're arguing for the brokerage or the agent. It's not.
Yeah, you can't defend that.
You can't defend it. Yeah, it's undefendable, right? I mean, look, we have to put a value on what we're worth, and then we have to accept people going, no, you're not. No, I'm not going to pay you, and then you have to be okay with that, or you have to then change what? Your compensation model.
Or jobs.
But again, who makes the decision?
The buyer,
or the market does.
The seller, yeah.
And that's it could be a buyer or a seller, but again, it's the market that makes the decision. It shouldn't be NAR should have it where you should have to do the clear cooperation. And here's the thing, because as a side note, they're going to get more agents, but not because of that. Again, this is the opinion piece. This isn't us saying, hey, listen, we're always right, and this is how it has to be. Because again, there's always nuance to everything, right? I think we agree to that. But at the same point in time, we're allowed to have our hardcore opinions just like they are. And if they have hardcore opinions that are different from ours, we should say what they are. Because he's spoken. It's public information. We're not defaming them.
Right.
We're just simply saying they're idiots and they're not right. And if you subscribe to that, you're not looking for the best interest of your client. And so what if you make $10 million less a year? Oh well, that's part of the gig. But I bet you $50,000 that you get more clients at the end of the day, long term, because of how you
Look out for
deal
the
with
best
people.
interest, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, all the any brokerage, even the small ones, they're in the business to do what?
Make money.
Make money. They have to. They have to make money to survive, right? And they make money off the backs of the agents, which we all understand, and that makes perfect sense, right? We procure the buyers and the sellers. We go out and find, we try to get that, we get the commission, they get part of the commission, and so we move. So again, in-house to me only benefits to in-house, hands down. And look, there's brokerages, and I'm not gonna say names, but there's brokerages that if it's an in-house transaction with the listing brokerage is in-house and the buyer brokerage, they actually give a bonus to both the buyer and seller agents because they kept it in-house.
Because they're making more money.
They're making more money. And again, that's what in Maryland we need to have to disclose that there is a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so that
all compensation.
right, additional compensation for that. So again, there has to be rules to this game because if not, greed is going to take over all the time.
Yeah.
Look, Wayne Phillips said this, and I think it's one of the best things ever. There's enough business in town for everybody not to be greedy.